this video, we're going to look at how to make a histogram on Statcrunch. I'm going to make a histogram of number of hours on the computer. So we're going to go down here, computer use, and this was number of hours per week. I'm going to just go ahead and push compute. And you see we've got an issue here. We have someone who claims to have used the computer 80,000 to 90,000 hours in 1 week. And I'm going to click on that, and sometimes I can get that to highlight. That's such a small bar, I'm not sure if I can, but let's go ahead and look at what we've got here on computer hours. Okay, computer. So I'm just going to go ahead and scroll down. This is the column I'm interested in right here, is this computer use hours, and I'm just going to scroll down and look for unusual values. And remember, we're talking about hours per week. So 1,000. Okay, clearly nobody's going to spend 1,000 hours in 1 week. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that one. And then there's a crazy one down here. Let's see, let's find that really. It's coming somewhere. Where is that? Did I pass it already? Ah, there we go. Here's someone who clearly just put in goofy answers for everything because there's all these huge numbers. So I'm just going to delete that one too. Now, we'll see with what we've got left, do we get some reasonable results. So remember, I can go to options and I can do refresh. Ah, that looks much better. Now this one still may be unusually high, so we might decide to get rid of that too. But this, I just wanted to show you, basically this is what a histogram looks like. We have one that's skewed far to the right. Now let's look at some options that we have with histogram. So if we go to edit, one thing I can do is I can change the bin widths or the bins. Right now each of these, we start at 0, and it looks like this one goes from 0 to 12.5. So you know, I could, if I wanted to have something a little bit more standard, I could say start at 0. My bins start at 0, and the width, have the width be 10 instead of 12.5. Another thing, I could put the value above the bar. So let's go ahead and compute, and let's see what that looks like. All right, so this tells me how many are in each bar. Interestingly, that one didn't post above there. There's 213 values between 0 and 10 hours a week, 82 between 10 and 12. Now, of course, we can change from frequency to relative frequency easily, but I want to show you now comparison. Okay, so let's say we want to compare using another variable. So we could say group by. So let's say we want to compare the how many hours females and males spend. Okay, so let's go to gender. Okay, gender. And because we're going to be comparing two groups, now we want to make sure we use relative frequency, which is percent instead of counts. Now, whenever you're comparing two distributions, you want to make sure to use the same x-axis and the same y-axis, and I'd like them to show on the same page. So let's put them, let's do it as 2 rows per page. Okay. So compute. All right, so here we go. So you can see now we have the same scale on the x-axis. We have the same scale on the y-axis. And actually, the difference between female and male computer use doesn't look all that different. The graphs are very similar. So this is just showing you some things you can do with histograms on Statcrunch.